Hello, my name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do a show called the Crypto Lifer Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I am here every single day. I haven't taken a day off from February of 2021, and every day we give you a 3 to 5 minute segment of the news. I want to show you what's happening. This is the XRP chart, and it has a massive green candle. Something has gone on for XRP, and we're going to give you that information at the end of this news segment. You may want to stay tuned for that. Celsius Network Alice Mashinsky is arrested as SEC, CFTC, and FTC sue bankrupt crypto lender. Today's a great day for the crypto industry. Bitcoin pumping, not a good day for people that are grimy to other people. Mashinsky, co-founder and former CEO of insolvent crypto lender Celsius, was arrested in New York on Thursday following an investigation into the company's collapse. The U.S. Department of Justice confirmed to CoinDesk. Saying that, they were saying when they were selling their tokens to other people, saying it was a great idea, but they knew in the back end that they were insolvent. Maybe he thought he could pull something off at the last minute, maybe. And how do these people do this? He's a billionaire. Why can't he just take his own money on the low and back it? He would never, right? But it's just crazy. And the FTC also charged former executives Shlomi, Daniel, Leon, Hanush, Nuke, Goldstein, and Mashinsky with tricking customers into transferring crypto on their platforms. The regulators said that these executives have not agreed to the settlement, that the case against them will proceed in federal court. The companies also agreed to a judgment of $4.7 billion, which will be suspended to permit Celsius to return its remaining assets to customers in bankruptcy proceedings. How could you steal people's money when you're already a billionaire? It makes no sense to me. I never trusted putting my money on Celsius or anywhere where I thought I couldn't get it back. All right. Polygon proposes upgrading Matic tokens to become POL. I found out this morning. Kami had, I was like, man, what do I do with my Matic now? They want to upgrade Matic to the POL, a token capable of being staked across multiple chains within the Polygon ecosystem. The overreaching aim of the upgrade is to ensure the scalability of the ecosystem without compromising security. The proposed POL token is intended to operate across all Polygon protocols, including Proof of Stake, ZKVEVM, and Supernets, a Polygon spokesperson told The Block. This means it will allow Polygon validators the ability to secure transactions across different chains. For 4 years to swap Matic, Polygon has proposed a lengthy grace period of at least 4 years for token holders to complete the upgrade process. This approach provides users with an extended time frame to adjust to the new token. How is that going to happen with trading, though? And what if you trade Matic or POL? Got some questions there for me as a trader. And again, how do and I'm going to have to kind of transfer my Matic to POL, whatever. It'll happen. We'll figure it out. I hold a big old chunk of Matic, so we'll see what happens there. Bitcoin miner fees saw a 300% jump in Q2 driven by activity around ordinals. We kind of saw that happen in our own trading group. Ordinals became the hype. We even made an ordinals trading group. That became pretty big news. Zero knowledge rollup ZKM sets out to make Ethereum universal settlement layer. With funding from the foundation that oversees development of Metis Layer 2 Ethereum protocol, ZKM is developing a hybrid rollup that combines optimistic rollups and zero knowledge rollups into one. Zero knowledge rollup ZKM has been unveiled out of an incubation from the Metis DAO Foundation. Says it plans to make Ethereum the universal settlement layer for all blockchain and non-blockchain applications. With funding from the foundation that oversees development of Metis, a layer 2 Ethereum protocol, ZKM is developing a hybrid approach that combines optimistic and zero knowledge rollups into one. According to an email announcement on Thursday, rollups are a way of bundling transactions to improve throughput and lower transaction costs. The system plans to start operating on Ethereum testnet in January of next year. It's a big deal. And last but not least, a judge rules in the SEC case versus Ripple. Both sides have something to celebrate as the judge rules on the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. U.S. federal judge has partially sided with Ripple Labs in a Securities and Exchange Commission lawsuit alleging San Francisco-based blockchain developer issued an unregistered security offering with its XRP token. The summary judgment comes after a 3 years long legal battle and can set a precedent for future token classification cases. The judgment granted part of the SEC's motion pertaining to institutional sales. Because the court finds that only the institutional sales constituted the offer and sale of investment contracts, the court does not address defendants' asserted fair notice defense as to the other transactions and schemes. The court ruled against Ripple's essential ingredient defense, in which Ripple argues that a physical contract must exist in order to be considered an investment contract. The court assessed the three-pronged Howey test in its rulings. It's funny. So they actually did something against Ripple too, though, as far as they did something for Ripple, right? The SEC's motion for summary judgment is granted as the institutional sales are otherwise denied. Defendant's motion for summary judgment is granted. I think the news is a little propped up a little bit, but it's still pretty big news. And honestly, I believe that Ripple will just keep going until they find a way to win the case. It's going to be interesting. So they haven't won the case yet, but it's pretty good. It's pretty, it's getting better for Ripple as we continue to go. However, this article maybe doesn't have all the sauce. There could be some more sauce written there on this article.